What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and you read that correctly. Adidas has decided to finally sell Yeezys again. In this video, we're going to take a look at some statements made by the CEO, as well as figure out what exactly this means for Kanye and us as consumers in the future. Now, while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe. I actually just covered some recent statements by the CEO of Adidas earlier in this week, and I would appreciate it if you checked it out. But I did the research for you, so let's get into this. Now, earlier in the year, the CEO of Adidas, Bjorn Goldman, suggested burning the $1.3 billion in Yeezy stock that they had, but luckily they came to their senses and this Thursday mentioned that burning the sneakers would be a sustainability issue, and instead the good people of Adidas decided that they would like to actually sell parts of these goods and then donate to organizations who are hurt by Kanye's statements. Now, as part of this deal, Kanye is entitled and will be receiving a 15% commission on all goods sold. Now, what does that exactly mean? If you're like me, I'm not that great at math, so I decided to whip out the calculator, and you're seeing that correctly. Kanye's looking to walk away with a cool $195 million on a 15% commission of that $1.3 billion in merchandise. Now, ultimately, I think this is a win-win for everybody. Adidas is able to move some of that stock and make their money back. And ultimately, Kanye gets to donate money indirectly and help people. Now, when I think about the $1.3 billion in Adidas merch that's allegedly just sitting in warehouses unable to be sold at the moment, I think that it's better to actually give this away, if not sell it to people, because burning it would just be a waste, and there are way too many people in the world that could use a good pair of sneakers on their feet. Now, when you think about all the pairs of sneakers that have been produced and that we're still waiting to produce from the Yeezy line, it's kind of exciting to see what we will end up getting. And Yeezy Mafia has clarified themselves that we're expecting to see these releases over the course of a year. Now, I think Adidas has realized themselves that part of the reason why their empire was so big was because of the allure of Kanye, and together I think they were at their best when they were able to create this Adidas empire. Now, it was just last year when Kanye was still with Adidas that we saw the restock and re-release of these Yeezy Turtle Doves, which were part of the first generation of Yeezys. So I think it's safe to say that we may end up actually seeing some other pairs re-release. Now, in my video earlier this week, I mentioned how word on the streets is that these Adidas Yeezy Pirate Blacks were going to re-release for the first time since 2016. And I thought that that might be a little bit far-fetched, but given that we've got this great news today, we might actually see them. Now, another thing I wanted to clarify is we're not too sure if we're going to be seeing the release of new Yeezys, as in if new pairs are going to be produced, or if they're basically just selling off the $1.3 billion in stock that's already sitting. Personally, there's a lot of dope Yeezys that I think are still ready to see the light of day, and I honestly can't wait to see them, and I think this is a cool way for Adidas to hopefully rekindle their relationship. Now, I would like to point out that I don't think they're necessarily happy with Kanye, but there's one thing about him: he's always going to have something up his sleeve, and it was just revealed earlier this week that he's going to be opening his first Yeezy office just down the same street as Adidas on Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that that might be a little bit of controversial, but we'll see. Now, ultimately, I wanted to dedicate this part of the video to you guys, the viewers, and leave the mic open for you. I wanted to know if anything over the past year, if Kanye's antics have made you stop wearing Yeezys. If when Adidas decides to go ahead and still sell them, will you be purchasing them? And do you think what they're doing is the right thing? Personally, I think burning them would have been the dumbest idea Adidas could have had. And while I think it's cool that they are going to be selling them and fans of Kanye will be able to purchase them, I wouldn't have been mad if Adidas decided to just donate them to people in need as well. But ultimately, I'm not the CEO, so let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and leave one of my favorite Kanye tweets here at the end of this video to close this off. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Let me know if you're still a fan of Kanye, if you'll be copping those new Yeezys when they drop. And as always, guys, stay safe. Thanks for cooking with the kitchen. And go ahead and like and subscribe for a real one. Peace.